Okay. Well, I didn't really know like who's all going to be on here, so I just like was going to introduce myself. My name is, wait a minute. I'm here to talk to you about converting challengers to coaches. So, my name is Megan, and my team is Team Join the Journey, and I didn't calculate it. I was going to, but let me look at a picture here. I think 4 of my coaches on my team I converted from challengers to coaches, and I'm going to talk to you about those, how I did that, I guess. I won't say like anything. I really don't think it was anything special. I just think that by me making the environment fun and encouraging and consistent, they found results, which then led them to want to be able to help people and do the same thing as myself. So I'll just start by talking about my challenge groups. So the atmosphere in my challenge group, I always try to keep it super positive. Like I said before, positive, encouraging, and just overall a safe place. I think I'll go into talking about it. Yeah. So what I mean by that, like I've had a few challengers at times like reach out to me and be like, this place, like it's so positive. All these girls are skinny. They have no, they don't need to lose weight. And I need to lose weight. So like, I just don't think this is the place for me. And so I will like reach out to obviously like message them back and be like, kind of pump them up and such, and say like we all start somewhere and, they can do this or whatever. But then I will always just like reach out to some of my challengers who I do have a good connection with, or some of my coaches that don't have their own challenge group. So they're in my challenge group, and just like have them start commenting on their things and, trying to kind of fill their bucket and make them feel good rather than just myself always commenting on their things and such. I will do, well, I'll go on to talk about that in a sec, but simple things like that, because I guess I didn't really ever think of it that way, like that some people, don't feel like they're welcome, or that it is a place for them to share their sweaty selfies when they think that they're overweight. And so I think that has really helped, and makes just people feel like this is a safe place for them and they are feeling like they are being encouraged. So these are things that I do consistently in my challenge group. I have 2 challenge groups, Forever Fit Club, and then the program that I'm doing, which is Transform 20. So I do 1 post a day, and I've switched it up. I used to do I used to do like the wordy long post with like a graphic and such. And now I'm just like, I just do 1 picture, and I don't even do any words. I make all my graphics in Unfold, and I just post the picture. The posts are short and sweet and to the point, and they are consistent. So on Mondays, we'll do like a motivational Monday, share a quote or share something that stuck with you, share something from your devotional or your book that you're reading or whatever. And I will share a quote. In my Transform 20 group, I always do a quote from Shaun T. Tuesdays, we'll do either transformation or talk about it Tuesday, tip Tuesday. Wednesdays, what I ate Wednesday most of the time, or wind down Wednesdays. Thursdays, like Thirsty Thursdays, or thankful, something you're thankful, or thoughtful, do something thoughtful for someone and share about it. Friday, flex, or fun Friday, like share something fun that you're going to do on the weekends. Saturdays are usually, I used to do like non-scale victories and such, but now I do Shakeology Saturdays. So a lot of my people in my groups, they share different recipes like Shakio, I call them Shakio balls, or Shakio slop. So just sharing, those different recipes. And then Sundays, we check in with meal prep. So this is something new that I've started. Sundays and Wednesdays, we do Sundays are meal prep, but then also on Wednesday nights, I do a PM post for meal prep. And I write down everyone's names who checked in, who commented with a picture of their meal prep. So it's like, it's a competition. So at the end of our challenge group, or at the end of the month, because my Forever Fit Club is ongoing, I will tally up all of the points, everyone who, commented below with a picture or what they ate for the day, something healthy, and whoever wins, who has the most points will get a prize. It's just a little incentive for them, because I at the end of my last month, I did like a Google form and wanted some feedback on like what they wanted more of. And like the majority of them was they wanted daily challenges and more meal prep slash accountability with their meals or their nutrition. So we're doing that, and it's going really well. I like it. It's kind of is like a pain to constantly be tallying, but really it's not that big of a deal. And then I will do weekly logged workouts. I don't do it every week, but like every other week at least. I will just post like a graphic on Sundays as well, Sunday PM, and just post who, the logged workout leaders are, and that person. Then at the end of the month, the person with the most logged workouts will get a prize. So those are the non-negotiables. Those are the things I consistently will do. And I have gone back and forth between like, oh, I want to do 2 posts, I want to do an AM and a PM and whatever. But really, like, now I'm running 2 groups, and I just don't think that like this is the simplest way for me, and it's also just the most beneficial, I guess. Just to keep it short and sweet, because when you have too many words, like for myself, I just know when people have long posts, like I just don't want to read them. I just am like, okay, like, scroll, or unless it's somebody I know, but like I just don't like long posts, so I just keep it short and sweet. Okay, so then extra fun things that I do: partner challenges, daily challenges, split the pots, and Zoom workouts. I think one of the biggest things that has helped me convert some of my coaches or my challengers to coaches is the Zoom workouts. In the summer, especially, like for us teachers, I would do Zoom workouts all the time.
Hey, Megan.
What?
Do you have a slideshow you're playing?
Yeah.
Does anybody else see it? Because I only see you.
Oh my gosh. That whole time I was literally...
There you go, girl. That's okay. I was like, she just pressed a button. There's got to be something. Because I just thought you were telling us stuff, and I was like, this is good information. We're good to go. Like, we're good.
Yeah, I was enjoying it also, but I knew you said you had something, so there you go.
Seth just
there you go. Thanks, girl.
Oh. Okay, here we go.
Also, I just dropped a question in there for you.
Yeah.
I can read it to you if you want. What do you, for your Transform 20 group, do you have just one post for that too, or do you do a PM check-in?
Nope, I just do the Wednesday. The only PM check-in is the Wednesday meal.
So that, like the check-ins that you're talking about, that's for your Transform 20 group, like your monthly group, and not your Forever Fit Club, correct?
No, it's for both. I do basically the same. I can show you guys. I'm trying to think what. So for the Transform 20 group, I have 2 of my coaches, Charlie and Amber. We split it. So I post on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday, I believe, and they did the other days. So we just already went and scheduled them in. But I have a full drive. They're all in the Google Drive, so I can share it with you guys. And then for the March group, I just use the ones from the Inspiration Crew, like the daily challenges, the mindful one. Did you guys see those? Mindful March. I don't know. So I do the same thing for the nutrition, because a lot of the people in my Transform 20 are on round 2 with me, and they said the same. They want help with the nutrition aspect. Is that what your question was?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I can't see you. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I can't believe I was doing that. Like, just staring at you guys. No, I'm really actually looking at my PowerPoint. Okay. So the daily challenges, then I won't do it every day, but I will randomly just pop in and like post on my like when I log my workout out, I will comment and be like, hey, I challenge you guys to do 100 extra sit-ups or calf raises, or something like that. Or if I planned it out ahead of time, I will randomly put it on my graphic for the month, daily challenges. So split the pot. I haven't done this since the fall, but we all entered in like $5 if you wanted to be in on it. And you had to have like, I did a 2-month long challenge group. So it was like 62 days or something like that. And you had to have like 75% of the workouts, have logged 75% of the workouts out of the 62 days for you then to go into the pot. And then I drew a name, and then that person won. We did an instant pot the last time. I just used the $5 that everyone added in to buy it. And then like the time before, I don't know, I think they split the money. We did like 3 winners, and it was like they each got $40 or something like that. So Split the Pots, that's really fun. I want to do that again because it was like, I would have people texting me and be like, hey, can you double check how many workouts do I have? I really like, know I was slacking and want to, be in the Split the Pot. So that was super fun. But the Zoom workouts, like I said, I would do Zoom workouts in the summer a lot and just post it in my challenge group. Like anyone who wants to join us for the workout, like here's the link. And I will still do that on like some Saturdays. I've recently gotten to the groove of getting up in the morning and putting a Zoom workout or a Zoom link for any of my coaches or challengers who want to get on work or work out. And we've had a lot of success with that as well. But I do think, I think that like the people that were challengers and now are coaches, they just love, like, I don't know. I feel like my team is really great at being organized and like leaders. Like they want to be in control. And like, I know that's the teacher in me. Like I want to be, in control of everything. And they're not all teachers, but they really like that aspect. So like the Zoom workouts, they loved that. And I have like a few challengers / friends that, like my friend Mandy last weekend, she spent the night and like we're 12, like a slumber party. And she was going to work out with me. And she's like, can we do one of those Zoom things? And I was like, oh yeah. So a few other girls got on and she like messaged me today. She's like, that was so fun. Can I come over and do it again? And she's like, I'm really thinking about coaching, like that, just the community aspect in that way. Just like virtually seeing people. I don't know. I think it turns them on. And my friend, one of my coaches, Amber, she was like, I just love that. Like, I don't have to like leave the house to have friends. And like, I'm such a homebody as well. Like I would rather just stay home and, hang out with my cats or whatever. So I just think that the virtual thing really is a turn on and they enjoy that. And like, I've done the book club and just like, we will even get on Zoom workouts or Zoom calls to do like teaching, grading stuff or whatever, it's much more than just the fitness side of it. So just like offering that, I don't know, like one time I did it with my friend Amber, like we were both going through our closets, like organizing things. So anyway, that, I feel like was a big thing for me. And, starting in the summer, that's like after I got like 3 coaches I don't know if it's necessarily from that, but they really enjoyed that. Okay. So then also, I've created really great relationships with a lot of my challengers. Like I was doing my challenge group in the fall with another coach on my team, not my team, but like Dylan's team. And I just like was realizing that like I couldn't keep up with everyone. And so I've really gotten better at individually messaging my challengers and, checking in on them. I didn't realize this, but I don't know if was I with you guys? I was with somebody and I got a message from one of my challengers and I was like, they were like, hi, Meg, this is Allie. And I was like, where'd she get my number? Well, apparently it's on my challenge tracker app. Like I didn't realize that. So, I have given my text or my phone to them, my phone number, and they also will then just talk to me on Instagram. But I think individually messaging them and encouraging them and like just checking in on them has been huge. I have a few girls on the fence right now. And I think it is because I like consistently will check in with them. I don't like to be annoying, but I just like be like, hey dude, what's up? Like, how are you doing? Like, how are workouts this week? Like, I haven't seen you much in the challenge group. Let me know what I can do, or how are you doing with nutrition, or, whatever. And then also just like shouting them out in the group. If you see somebody working hard, or even on Instagram, like I had a girl the other day send me her Transformers and I like shouted her out on Instagram and she was super stoked about that. Like loved it. And so I just think that, taking the time, and that's something, like I said, that I've gotten better at, because before I was just like, oh cool, you're in my challenge group. And then I like your photo on my challenge tracker app. That's it, and then even inviting them, like I said, in the challenge tracker app to join in on your Zoom workouts or your book club. Like I have a lot of new challengers that join the book club. And so just getting to know them on a, more personal level. And it does take time, but I'll go on to talk about this here in a sec, but I've really expanded my business hours because I just don't want to be a teacher anymore. So I'm I really have to try my very best, and figure out new ways to be successful and to grow my team. So, and then, like I said, random participation winners. and I don't always like to do, like today I did one in my group. I always say live, but really like you can't go live in the challenge tracker app, but I just like posted a video saying, this person was being super supportive and consistent with their workouts. I don't always like to say like consistent or supportive or whatever. I will sometimes switch it up and be like, this person did a great job showing their, logging Shakeologies this week or whatever. So for different reasons. Okay. So I also feel like, cause I've connected with some people on like Instagram or wherever, Facebook, that I have like genuinely thought like, okay, this person probably would not be a good fit for my team. You know what I mean? And I don't ever want to like turn people away or not accept people, but really like I want our team or my team to be a fun, uplifting, positive environment. And it is. And so finding people that really, are your people, I think has been huge for me. Like, that's why I've tried to be really consistent with my posts on Instagram and such. So I draw in those people. Like my, like 4, I guess, things are like teacher things. I like sharing those, cat things, and my clothes and my cooking or baking. So using those hashtags and using, being consistent with those posts. I was talking to my jumper media lady, and she like gives me feedback, and she was like, I really like how on Mondays you do a motivational Monday. Tuesday you do teacher tip. Wednesday you do what I ate Wednesday. And she's like, you need to get back to doing that. Cause I was falling off the wagon after Christmas. So she's like, you need to do that because those people, your followers, they expect that. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I did a video today about this for our sneak peek group, but she was like, those people that really are invested in you and like maybe are, on the verge of committing or reaching out to you, they, maybe they on Monday are like, oh, I really need a motivational quote. Oh yeah, that girl, Megan, post motivational things, or I need a new meal prep. Let's go to her. I'm going to go to her page. It's Wednesday. They are banking on that, or, they are looking forward to that post. So really just like honing in on, your things that describe you and that you enjoy. I know I've showed you guys this, but like the color wheel, really like, it really is helpful. And when deciding like what I wanted to do throughout the week, cause I wanted to be more consistent, I was like, okay, let me look at this. All right. I like crafts. I like essential oils, going off of that. Just really, like I said, figuring out who your people are, because your people, like the more I'm getting to know my team, the more I'm like, yeah, you are for sure my people. Like, how did we even connect? Let me remember how we connected so I can go do that again, Okay, so since I got back from the retreat, I seriously have just been like, this is like, I just love this. Like, I love all of you guys and I love the whole team, and I just like want to just go and do it. And so like Dylan and I have gotten like a lot, that was obviously the first time I'd ever met her. So we've gotten like a lot closer. We started the, right after the retreat, we started an internship, 6-week internship, diamond internship. And we were talking every day on the Marco Polo app. Every Sunday night we'd have a call, and every morning we were getting up and checking in with each other, not just us two, but our whole group that was in the diamond internship. And really, it was hard at first. I was used to getting up that early, but not like being super, intentional and super in the zone with my work. And now I've like figured out what I need to do every day. And I have like a checklist right above my desk. Like, this is what you're going to do right when you get up, because I just used to seriously sit in bed and just like, okay, I have 2 hours to work. What am I going to do? Okay, let me just scroll through Instagram for a little bit. And then, oh yeah, let me play with my cat. Oh, now I have to pee. Okay, what was I doing? You know what I mean? Like, I literally was not getting anything done. And then all day I was like stressed. So I'm just like setting the tone for the day. I like turn on my music, light my candle, turn on my light, and sit my ass down with my Energize and get my stuff done. So what I do, I immediately check in with my challenge group, because a lot of my people are in the Midwest or the East Coast. So I'll check in with them. So they've already been up for a while. Like, I get up at 4. I'm usually at my desk at like 4:30, and check in with them, read my devotional. Then I immediately send 34 invites. I can't remember what video it was, but we watched a video by somebody, and she is like a top coach, and she sends 68 invites a day, like non-negotiable. Yeah. So we started doing this in our diamond internship, 34 invites a day in the morning, 68 in the morning. I'll do 34. I track them. I know like the Rise Up, they like say don't do it, but like I wanted to make sure I was doing 34. So I will write them down in here, and I would do it 34 in the morning and then 34 in the PM or like throughout the day. But hold on, I'll go back. So 34 invites, and obviously like Moira said, like do not go back and reply to people as they're replying. Then I will do follow-ups. So I'll send those 34 invites, then probably go pee because Energize always makes me pee, and then come right back, like don't get sidetracked. Then I'll go back and figure out who I need to follow up with, get that done. And so then like those people that messaged me the day before or the night before, I can follow up with them quick. And then I will plan a story for the day, like on the Unfold app. That's what I've like been trying to use just to make things look more, clean cut and like organized. Plan a story. Dylan was like, you either need to be talking, you need to be inviting to something, whether it's coaching, like a sneak peek group for coaching, your challenge group, your monthly group, or like a free group. So every day you need to be inviting to something. So planning that, and like I don't always have to plan it because I will have, them saved in the Unfold app, but I will go and adjust and edit pictures or add one or whatever. And then I will plan a post for like the morning because I like to post around like 10 o'clock a.m. So do all that, and then if I have time for anything else, then I'll do it. Usually I don't. Usually I'm like, okay, gotta work out, because then I press play at 6:30, like I have to, otherwise I'm gonna be late to work and get a speeding ticket. I got 3. Don't tell Zach. I'm fucked. And Maggie, I think I told you earlier, I got 2. I got another one in the mail, so that's great. So I do all that and then do my workout and so on. I think it's on the next one. Okay. This is like the most important thing that has helped me is writing a schedule. When we started the Diamond internship, Dylan was like, you need to write down a schedule. You need to stick to it, because this was exactly me. I would just people can choose Power Pockets or Power Hours, whatever. I was just all over the place. And so I have a schedule, and here's my schedule literally written down to the minute. And this is hilarious. This is hilarious because this was at the beginning of the 6-week Diamond internship, and I was getting up at 5 a.m. Or I was starting at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Cats, fed, energized, pre-workout meal. 5:15, PD and challenge group check-in. 5:45, Instagram messages and reach outs. Well, now I get up at 4 because I needed, I didn't have time to do all that. So now I get up at 4. But anyways, writing it down literally minute by minute, because at school I was stressing out, I wanted to do coaching, but then I was leaving and feeling so nervous or so mad at myself because I had all this schoolwork to do. So writing it down, I only allow myself right when I get to school to check in with my challenge group one more time, put my phone down. Obviously the kids get there. Then over my lunch, I can check in with my challenge group, reply to my coaches or, questions that they have. Don't reply to any messages. I upload, obviously. Amber, I always talk during my lunch when I'm eating. And I don't reply to any messages because I always get so into it that I just want to keep going. And then my kids will be walking in and I'm like, wait, pulling at you, Amber, sit down. No, let me just finish this, And so I'm no. So I don't allow myself to reply to any messages. And then during my plan time, I only will do schoolwork. So then I can at school, or when school's over, then I am, teacher free. I don't have any stress. And then I come home and do all the things. So really just sticking to that schedule, and I'm not great at this, but I'm going to tell you this because Dylan is consistent with reminding us, but and I'm sure you guys are great at it because you have kids and you have to be, but I'm not. And just when you're with your family, just saying, okay, I need 20 minutes. I'm going to set an alarm. And when the 20 minutes is done, you literally, no matter where you're at, you stop and then you go be present with your kids or your family or whatever, because, it's just hard. You just it's so addicted, but it's you need a balance.
I feel can I raise my hand? I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So when you do, you do your 34 invites in the morning and then more throughout the day. So I feel like this is such an amateur question, but I'm having a hard time finding those new invites right now.
No, that's a great question.
So where where are you getting those? Because like I'm trying to grow my network, but I feel like I'm following more than are following me back. And so I find it challenging to get those new cold invites right now. So can you kind of share with us how you do that?
Mm-hmm. So, and this is not like coming from me, this is all coming from Dylan, but I would start out with the people following my stories. And then I wouldn't be afraid to like people that I had already reached out to in the past that didn't reply. Did you know that you can do the unsend button? If you hold it down, you can unsend it. So I've been doing that, reaching out to them, being like, hey, I know we've maybe chatted before, or maybe not even saying that, like just doing a whole new invite, because if they go back into the message, it's not there. So people that followed your stories, new follows, and I can send these invites too, because I have them. I maybe already have, I don't know, but in my notes, people who go and like new follows, because like when I wake up in the morning, I'll have, at least 15 new follows, at least probably, when my jumper is working. It wasn't working last week. Sorry. When I wake up. So then I will reach out to those people and I can send you what I sent to them. And then I also will, Dylan's like, write an ABC, like write the ABCs, ABCD, all the way to Z. And each day pick 3 letters and go through your following. So go to your following, letter C, and reach out to everyone who, that looks like a good candidate for the letter C. Go to L, go to T. So, you know what I mean? So like I have I have the ABCs up above my desk, and I just have been crossing off the letters I've already gone through. Does that answer, or does that help?
Yeah, I feel like that's helpful. I wish I had 15 new followers every morning.
And then also,
Megan, wait, sorry, are these all completely cold invites? Like these are you haven't had contact with any of these people aside from them looking at your stories and stuff? These are all just you saying, hey, like, I know you haven't looked I know you did send that one message that says like, you might not have looked through my feed yet or whatever.
Right. Yep. Cold invites.
All right, cool.
I was like not ever a fan of that, because people are always like, build relationships, But
it's working for you.
I mean, it worked last month. I'm at SC0 right now, so I'm not sure it's working, but it worked last month.
Right.
And if anything, like, it allows them to then want to go look at your page if they hadn't seen your post, because like in the message, I'll be like, I'm not sure if you've seen my post yet, to like the new follows and the alphabet people, because like not all of them, like some of them I'm like, oh, I didn't know this person followed me, or like I've never seen this person before, you know what I mean? So obviously they probably weren't watching my stories.
You don't feel weird messaging them literally right after they follow you?
No.
Okay.
I did.
But
but now I'm just like, fuck it. I don't want to be a teacher. Like I literally, like looking at my vision board every day, looking at like the notes, like I have like notes, you can do more, Megan. Cause like there's days where I'm like, oh my God, I'm at 8 invites and I literally have nobody else. I'm just like, no, go find more people. Quit being a baby. Like, and like, I don't know. It is awkward. Like, you're right. It is like, but it's just like some people, the messages that the positive messages you get back are like, oh my gosh, thanks so much for reaching out to me. Or I've gotten a few that because I'm like, thanks for following me on my journey. Like, I'm so happy we connected or whatever. And they'll be like, no, thank you for following me. Like I didn't follow them. My jumper followed them. But, I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. They like appreciate it because they're like, I just love your page. And even if they don't say yes now, like I'm connecting with them and they are now going to go look at my page. So I'm just like, yeah, it makes you cringe, but it's like, whatever.
So those are the ones that you're sending. So when somebody just follows you back, you'll message them like as soon as you see it and say, thank you for following me, and then invite them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding. Okay, cool.
Yes.
I do that same thing too.
I love it.
I mean, I'm not getting a lot of new follows every day, but any new follow, like I do it in the morning and then I check at night as well and scroll through. And a lot of people don't reply, but then there's some that are like, oh my gosh, I was thinking about coaching. Like,
yeah,
one said that a couple days ago. So you just you hold your breath for those moments.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's not like I will go in and look at their page and see like something I can connect with. Be like, I saw you're a teacher. Like I'll send my invite, my copy paste basically, and then be like, I saw you're a teacher. What grade do you teach? Something like that. Like I'm a teacher too. Or, oh my gosh, I love that you love cats too. weirdly, I have a lot of people that are like cat lovers. Like it'll say #cat lover. I'm like, okay, cool. Like this is fun. So just like something to connect. And, you know, if they then avoid your invite, but like reply to your other message, then like, that's fine. I'm not going to like then invite you again right away, but at least I'll keep the conversation going a little bit and later on can like reach back out, you know, because that does happen. Like I've gone back and forth with like, maybe I shouldn't ask another question or, you know, make another comment, because sometimes they only will be like, yeah, I've been teaching for 4 years. Where do you teach? Or, you know, whatever. But I'm just like, then at least I'm creating a relationship. Okay, I think it's the last thing. Yeah. Just keeping a positive outlook. Like, I mean, we've all complained about it, like school sucks. And I just feel like there are days when I come home and I'm just like, I'm so excited to do coaching stuff because it just makes me happy. And like, maybe some months I only hit SC 6, you know, whatever. Like, I mean, that actually is most months, but I'm still excited and happy. And I don't know. I just like the coaching thing. And okay, so these things have been super helpful, and I feel like have really just been game changers aside from the 8 invites a day. Like that's hard, but it's like, if you only send 5 invites, you know, that's the amount of growth you're giving yourself. If you send 68 or, you know, even 40, like you have a way better chance of people replying. And honestly, the most random people will be the ones that will reply to you or ones that will reach back out to you. And the unsend thing has really been helpful. I did that like 3 times today and got 2 replies from people I'd already sent messages to back in like November, but I unsent it, sent my new and improved message. And then they're like, oh my gosh, yes, tell me more. It's like, really? You've been watching my stories. But
can I cut you off for a quick second just before this comes off? So you have your notebook, right? I know exactly who you're talking about because it's probably either Ashley Feld-Dyson or Kate Schultz, whatever.
Oh, shoot, we only have 3 minutes.
When you do your follow-ups, like, do you have like a separate page of follow-ups, or do you only put those people on, and then when you're doing follow-ups, you just flip back through the notebook and look at people you've circled who have responded?
So I just use the Rise Up and put them on my hot list, and then anyone who has replied and was interested in whatever I said, I flag them on my messages in my Instagram. So then, so I flag them, and then you can go back. I'm trying to see, and then just click flagged. So like last Wednesday night when I was like hustling, I wanted to get like 2 more people or whatever. I just went to my flagged. So that was any and everyone who had reached out to me. I went back and like, you can just have them, you know, a list of 100 people that you flagged that have said they're interested but didn't ever commit.
All right. So you don't have like a separate notebook or a separate thing you do in your workbook or your notebook for follow-ups. It's just straight up like either flagged or using the Rise Up.
Right. This notebook, and I don't even like the fact that I like do this, but Dylan and I were like, we're going to buy this notebook and we're going to have it filled by the end of the year with like reach outs, you know? So, and it helps me like know, okay, I'm getting 68 a day.
Right. True. Okay.
So that's the only, like really, it's just chicken scratch with their name. Like, because I'm the only thing that matters is if they do reply and I put it in the Rise Up or flag.
Okay. So when they do reply, you go straight to your Rise Up. You don't go back to the notebook and like circle or star or anything like that.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay.
Okay. So Marco Polo app, I know we've used it, but like, it's been really great for my team, like checking in and just like holding each other accountable. So we're now in our 2nd Diamond internship, and Dylan and I are hosting it together, and we check in there every day, and it's just like great to have feedback and, you know, things that have worked and so on. And then the devotional, just like giving yourself that time. I know you guys all are really good at it anyway, but then Coffee House Spotify, you guys need to listen. It's so calming and just puts me in the mood. Do you guys have any questions? We have less than a minute. This sucks. Should we like let it stop and go back on, or no?
No, it won't. So let's just cut it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I've asked questions.
You're awesome, girl. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you did awesome.
Thank you, Amber.
Yes, thank you, Amber.
Will you send in our message? Can you do me? I don't know if you will or not. You said that you would send like the invites that you use. Do you have one for coaching?
Oh, yeah.
You don't use one for coaching. You just do for the groups.
I don't ever do coaching. Another thing I forgot to say was we had a guest speaker last week, and she voice memos a lot. And I know, Marissa, you do this, but I started doing that this week, and I really like it.
Okay.
Voice memos are life.
Send us the resources you were talking about in here, okay? So that way we can share them with our teams.
Oh yeah, wait. And the last, can you, cause I need to start doing this in the morning. Can you just like take a picture of whatever it is that you say, like that your timeline is for you, like of what you do in the morning? Like,
yeah.
I know that you had it on here, but I didn't know if you said something like 5:45 was this, something was that. Like, can you just send
that was just my schedule. You should write down your schedule, but I can send you a picture of mine.
Yeah, I just want to kind of get an idea because I need to do that like as soon as possible.
Okay, then I'll share the recording with you guys, or
yeah, so we can put it up on our pages, I think, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yay.
Okay. Somebody snap a pic. Hurry.
I did before.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
What?